Hi class, I hope that everyone's having a nice week. I wanted to take a moment to talk about the short paper and review the rubric for this assignment, just to make sure everyone has a really clear understanding of what the assignment's asking for and how each of the rubric categories tie back to the prompt questions in the overview. So let's take a moment to open up the assignment rubric. The hashtag short paper rubric for this week. So the first section of defining of a hashtag. This section of the rubric is actually looking for a little bit more than just a definition. So going to the proficient category, for a grade in this category, your submission would include a well-developed definition of a hashtag, including clear and relevant examples. So well-developed to me would be a couple of sentences, 2 or 3, definitely a lot more than just one. And that this section of your paper would also include relevant examples. If you're really going for the highest category, which I know all of you are, and I absolutely love that each of you are shooting for the stars, this section would need to have a definition that is substantiated by research. So meaning, if you'd like to provide your own take on the hashtag, I would love that, and I can't wait to read all of that. You just would also want to include a definition from an academic resource to get a grade in that highest category. So moving on down to the next two, these two sections ask you to connect hashtags and the practice of public relations specifically. I know this was a challenging area for some of you last time, so I really wanted to spend a lot of time in the rest of this video talking about how to connect the topic at hand of the assignment to a certain profession. So I'd like to encourage some of you who may not be that familiar with public relations to maybe stop and do a little bit of reading. I actually pulled some things just as sort of some food for thought. You don't necessarily have to use exactly these things or doing exactly what I'm doing, but I thought maybe this might spark some ideas. So I pulled from my other textbooks. Some of you may recognize this man on the front. Right, so this is Fraser Seitel's introductory text to the practice of public relations. For those of you who have taken 655, his name may sound familiar. He's definitely one of the reputation management gurus of our time. And in this text, which you guys definitely could access on Google Books, there's so many awesome texts that you can get there and access for free. If you just want to go there and maybe sort of search the definition of public relations, that could be really interesting. So Fraser Seitel, he outlines in this text that he believes public relations is a planned process to influence public opinion through sound character and proper performance based on mutually satisfactory two-way communication. So, you know, for this first section, describe why hashtags are important to public relations professionals. There might be a couple of things that are interesting there to connect hashtags to. If you are looking for a grade in that category, make sure you are using substantial details in that connection. Right, so in the first section, we've talked about hashtags and what they are and some examples. In this section, we're really moving down to how does this concept, how is it important to public relations? If you're looking for that grade in the highest category, make sure that this section on PR professionals and hashtags importance is insightful. So moving down to best uses for the hashtag. You know, I pulled some other texts as well to sort of give a little bit more information on PR. So let's see if I can do this one a little bit better this time. This is PR, written by a wonderful group of practitioners and scholars here. Talks about the 10 basic principles of the role and functions for organization. And one of them I thought was really interesting. It's their number 5. Because PR practitioners are in the middle between an organization and its publics, they must be effective communicators. conveying information back and forth until understanding and ideally a consensus is reached. So is there something interesting here about how hashtags are an effective communication tool? Some food for thought. So as we're looking at this third rubric category, best uses for the hashtag, this is asking for you to summarize the best methods to implementate the use of hashtags in a PR campaign using substantial details. If you're looking for a place to find PR campaigns that use hashtag, PR Week is a place that I love. Every year PR Week gives out industry awards. So organizations, corporations, campaigns, they all submit overviews. And those overviews are highlighted and included on their website. So these are definitely some of the best campaigns. And they have them going back for a number of years, and they definitely have a lot of categories where hashtags would be part of the campaign. So that brings us to our last category of articulation of response, which should be really familiar to all you guys, but to just highlight a couple of things. Make sure your paper follows APA formatting for short papers. If you have any questions on that, please reference back to my announcement that outlines all those requirements. This section also covers citations. So any piece of information that is not common knowledge, like the sky is blue, or a personal experience of yours, most likely needs to be cited. So if you learn something by reading an article, learn something from our text, learn something from one of these textbooks, it doesn't matter if you direct quote it or you paraphrase it and you put it in your own words. An acknowledgement needs to be made to that person for their ideas via an in-text citation. So I hope that this maybe helps springboard you into this second short paper for the class. And just as a reminder, my office hours are tomorrow from Thursday, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to talk about this assignment, any of your other grades, your milestones, I hope that you guys see I love to talk about these things. There's no need to be shy, and I would love to talk to each of you sometime over this semester. Alright guys, have a great rest of your week. I'll see you soon.